What's going on, guys? So the summary for the next chapter of One Piece, chapter 1085, has been released. These were posted by One Piece Spoilers on Twitter, and of course the summary comes from Radon. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get into the summary. So, little summary of the chapter by myself. Of course, the summary is from Radon. The chapter is 17 pages long. The chapter is titled "The Death of Nefertari Cobra." So, if you've been watching any of my other videos, you know I've really been wondering what really happened to Cobra. Of course, I've been wondering what was the truth, right? So, it looks like in this chapter we're finally going to get to the truth. For the cover of this chapter, it's a reader request. Frankie is leading some baby sea turtles into the sea. So the chapter begins where the last one left off. Emu is talking to Cobra. Emu states, "I have two things to tell you and one question to ask you, Cobra." Cobra is shocked, of course, just like he was in the last chapter. He thinks to himself that what he's seeing is impossible. Emu is speaking in the third person. He calls himself Mu. He's calling himself Mu, so I guess he's a he. Cobra states, "Emu, I know that name. It may be coincidence, but among the first 20. Emu, silence. You won't get any answer even if you ask, though I can tell you a few things. First, D are the people who were our enemy in the past, though the recent Ds have no idea about the meaning of their names. The scholars who try to find the truth about the Void Century, the pirates who try to find the poneglyphs, all these are Lily's fault. If she didn't make a mistake that day, the poneglyphs wouldn't be separated throughout the world. However, there is one scenario that I suspected. That maybe the poneglyphs were not spread throughout the world by mistake, but it was a deliberate plan." As Emu speaks, the 5 elders draw their guns and point it at Cobra. Cobra thinks to himself he won't get out of this room alive. "Emu, I believe the answer lies in the letter left by Lily. You called her Queen Lily of the Nefertari family, but what is the actual name of the sender written in the letter?" Cobra asks what his fate will be, with one of the 5 elders stating his fate was decided the moment he saw Emu. Then Cobra begins to talk. He states, "Queen Lily's real name was Nefertari D. Lily." Emu states, "D?" When Emu hears D and Lily's name, a black shadow appears and stabs Cobra's abdomen, but it seems it's not from Emu. Sabu, who has been hiding behind a pillar, appears and shoots at Emu. However, Emu transforms into a huge creature with a huge mouth and sharp teeth. We don't see it clearly, only the silhouette. Then Emu bites and swallows Sabu's fire. Emu climbs down the throne, while the 5 elders transform into big creatures while they surround Sabo and Cobra. We can't see them clearly, only their silhouettes. One of them looks like a bird, similar to Morgan's. Other one looks like an elephant, boar. Other one looks like a demon, Oni. He has big horns. It seems one of them has clouds floating around his neck like Luffy or Lucci in his awakened form. Just not 100% sure because we only see the silhouette. Last one is just a big silhouette. I can't describe him better. Sabo grabs Cobra and tries to escape from the throne room. Emu tries to catch them. Cobra talks with Sabo. Cobra states, "Please tell Vivi and Luffy this. We all are D as well." A little flashback of Sabo's childhood starts. Sabo comments that it's strange how both Ace and Luffy have D in their names, with Ace replying, "I can give it to you too, Sabo. I could call you Sadi-Bo." Back to the present, we see that Sabo and Cobra are both stabbed. Cobra starts to recite Lily's letter. He says, "Protect the poneglyph." Then we can't hear the next parts because of one of the 5 elders roar, and his creature form covers Cobra's voice. But we can hear the last part of Lily's letter, with it stating, "Rise the flag of dawn to the world." Cobra stands and blocks Emu's attack to let Sabo escape. Sabo yells out his name. Then the scene cuts to a few seconds later. We see Cobra on the floor. He is dead. Whirlpool sees all of this happening through a hole in the wall. Emu notices him. He goes into a complete panic and starts to eat through the walls to run away. "I shouldn't have seen this," he says. After that, the Reverie meeting receives a message saying that King Cobra and King Whirlpool won't be joining the meeting anymore. In the other room, we can see Vivi has been captured by CP0. In the room are Lucci, Jabra, Caulifla, and the other CP0 members we saw in the last chapters. Jabra and Caulifla got their introduction panels as CP0 members. Jabra recaps other things that happened in Marie's Raw right away after the incident with Saint Charlos. Leo and Sai announced their pirates under Straw Hat crew flag. On the other side, it seems Fujitora allows slaves to escape, with Ryokiju yelling at him. Suddenly, Whirlpool breaks into the room where Vivi and CP0 are while he was escaping to the throne room. That distracts CP0, so Vivi takes advantage of this and grabs Whirlpool to escape. The chapter ends with Vivi and Whirlpool running away while Whirlpool's wife sees them together. She is shocked. Vivi, where are you going, Whirlpool? Whirlpool states, I will run to the end of the world where no one else can find me. She says, take me with you. Cinderella, they are running away together. End of the chapter. There is no break next week. So, this is a crazy, crazy chapter. We finally know what really happened to Cobra. It was not Sabo. It wasn't even Emu. It wasn't the 5 elders. But even then, honestly, the moment he got in that room and saw him, he was going to be dead by his hand. But somebody else killed him. It was a dark figure. We don't know who killed him yet. There's still a mystery, but we know it wasn't Sabo's doing. Sabo tried to come in there and help him. Didn't work. So basically they killed him because he knew too much, right? He knew too much. He saw too much. And wow, the way that I'm getting chills just from reading the chapter, the freaking transcript of the chapter. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see. We find out that the 5 elders can transform. They've been mysterious the whole series, and I definitely didn't expect that, but they can transform, right? With Emu being able to transform too. So this just adds more mystery to him. So I just can't wait for the upcoming chapters. It was revealed that Whirlpool, he didn't die. He saw it all, but he's getting away with Vivi. Let's see how far they are able to go. And we learned a bit more about D and Queen Lily. I kind of already, I don't know if this was a reveal, it's kind of slipping my mind, but I'm pretty sure I always knew was related to Cobra and Vivi. I already had I already knew that. I already thought that. So this chapter just confirms it, basically. But I'm really excited for this chapter to come out. I'm really excited. Y'all know I've been excited to see what happened to Cobra, because I knew Sabo didn't do it. I knew it wasn't his doing, and now this chapter reveals it. And this is just crazy. This is crazy. He was killed because he saw too much, basically. But who killed him, right? And it was revealed that CP0, they kidnapped Lily, but they do manage to get away. So there's no break next week. The chapter will come out in the next few days, probably Wednesday or Thursday, one of those days. So I will be reviewing that. This was just a summary. I will be back reviewing the whole entire chapter then. So look forward to that, and my review of the latest Pokemon Horizons episode 8. I will get that out too as soon as possible. So catch you on that video, and I'll see you there, and I'll see you on the 1085 review. I'm very, very, very excited to see this chapter. So this One Piece is getting good, man. It's getting good. I love it. I love the chapters we've been getting lately. So I'll see you on the next one.